Okay, so I said I was going to start sharing a little bit more of intimate details. Today, in a conversation with a couple of friends of mine, I was reminded of something, a lesson that I learned while I was locked up in prison. While I was locked up, I did my time basically by myself. My ex husband at the time was locked up for some of the time, and he would write me. My mom was also locked up for a little while during my stay, and she wrote me. And my sister, well, she was what they call bulldagging, so she didn't write a whole lot, but every once in a while I would get a letter from her. And I remember kind of being upset because I felt like they had nothing else to do, so I didn't understand why it was so difficult to get a letter. But again, this was me not understanding where they were. So I had to understand in that moment and learn something that I never really paid attention to before. Um, at that time, I had probably been locked up for about a year. I had already done my time in county, and I had been in TDCJ property for about a year. And in that year, I had been completely indigent. If you don't know what indigent means, it means that I had no money on my books. I had nobody helping me from the outside. And so I got to this place and I was extremely alone. And for the first time in my life, um, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go hustle. I mean, I guess I could have found a hustle in there. And I'll get into that later about the hustles that are in prison, and there's a lot of different things you can do as hustles. But I was really in this place where I was broken, and I really I longed for a friend. I longed, and I never had that in my life. And I had a lot of people that called me their friend, but I never seen myself close to anyone. And recently in our women's meeting, I had broke down, and I realized something just recently about it is I am always the Jonathan. And that's okay, right? That's okay to be the Jonathan. What I mean by that is you're always the one everybody comes to, the one everybody depends on. And I really never had a friend. And I used to question myself, like, what makes me not a good friend? Why doesn't people get close to me? And a lesson, I learned this lesson while I was locked up. I would cry out to God, and I would be like, God, what is wrong with me? Why am I so broken? Why can't I manage to make like at least just one solid friend? And I really I blamed myself. I thought I was broken. I thought there was something wrong with me. Um, but it was then in prison when I realized God really set me down and showed me, how can someone ever be as close to you as you are to them if you never let your wall down, if you never are vulnerable, if you never let them in? And that stuck with me. And so I realized that, and it wasn't because of my past. So a lot of people will want to believe that, oh, it's because of your past, the way you were brought up. You've just been through so much. You have a hard time trusting people. But honestly, I don't have a hard time trusting people. I am actually a lot more gullible than people think that I probably am. I love with all my heart. I would do anything for anybody. I give the shirt off my back, and anybody who truly knows me knows that this is true. But I struggled sharing things about myself because every time I got in a setting with someone, I would automatically shut down my feelings, my emotions, my thought process to listen to them, because I would always put myself last. I've just been always that kind of person. And I had done it so much that it had actually kept me from forming bonds with people and making good friends with people. And it didn't dawn on me. Right. And so I blame myself. I'm like, man, I don't even know I don't know what do best friends talk about. I never had a friend like that. I have one now, and I'm super blessed for that. But I realized that it was me. It wasn't something that was broken in me. It wasn't something that someone else did or something that they seen. It was me. It was me cutting off everyone from getting too close to me, not because I was afraid of what they would see, not because I was afraid they would get too close or they would hurt me, because let's be real, I've been hurt a lot of times and I get over it. I do not hold grudges. It does not bother me. But what bothered me was that I never wanted to take center stage. I never wanted anyone to feel like they could not come to me, like they could not share with me, like there was something, if there was something on their heart or something I could help with. I always just wanted to be a help. And so I got so used to that I just stopped sharing about myself. I wouldn't share anything that was going on really in my life, not anything in grave detail or who I actually was. And so I just learned that we have to be more vulnerable with people. And I know that a lot of people on TikTok or on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you're watching this video, I come off like I have it all figured out. I come off very bold. I have a very, very bold personality, and I know that. And I've asked myself for years, how do I turn that off? How do I, not seem intimidating? Well, how do I come off like I don't have all the answers? Because I don't. I want you guys to understand and know I do not have all the answers. I've just been through a lot of life experiences that have taught me things that I don't wish anybody to have to go through so that you can learn these lessons. It wasn't fun. And it doesn't give me a badge. It doesn't give me a stamp of approval. It doesn't. And I'm going to tell you right now, I struggle. I struggle with finances like anybody else. I struggle with my daily life, things in my life. I have health issues. I have family issues. And I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm not approachable or that I'm too intimidating or that I have it all together, because I'm going to be honest with you. I still struggle to make friends. I still struggle in being expressive about what I'm going through and the things that I go through. So I want to just put this out here. You don't have to go through things in silence. There are people out here that actually care about you and people that are waiting for you to open up. A lot of people see me as strong and independent and like I have it all together and like I'm really wise. And so they don't poke and prod on getting information because they know I'm always busy. I'm always doing stuff. And so they almost feel like they're bothering me. I want to encourage you who are independent and who don't really think that they need friends and are always being someone else's Jonathan, always making sure everyone else gets what they need. I want to encourage you to find that person. I have my husband. My husband is amazing. And I also have another friend, Ash, and another friend, Pam, that I can just talk to, and it is awesome. But I want to just let you guys know I'm not perfect. I don't have the answers. I don't understand everything. And although it comes off that I am bold and it comes off like I have no fears, nothing I'm scared of, that's not true. I want to give this video because I want you guys to know that I struggle in some of the most simplest ways with some of the things that I just think are so minute and dumb. And then I have big problems too. So I hope when you're watching this page, you can understand that I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything and I am not perfect. I struggle and I intend on being more vulnerable with you guys and sharing that. But today, remember, if you're struggling making friends or if you're struggling just to connect with people, that it's not uncommon. There's a lot of people in this world that really struggle with that. And if you're truly called by the Lord and you have been separated, it's even harder. And it can get lonely because you are separate, you are put apart, set apart. And so we kind of are more harder to form these bonds with people on a different level because we are trying to walk this narrow path. We are trying to do these things. And so it gets more complicated. But I want to encourage you. Make sure that you are sometimes tearing down that wall and letting people in and being vulnerable and just put your trust in God, not the people, but put your trust in God that His ways will always precede any other person's. And if you get hurt in the process, the Lord will see you through it. I had to learn that lesson in prison. I pray that today you can learn that lesson in the best way possible. And remember, I don't got it together, man. I'm just like you, wandering around here trying to figure it out. So love you guys, and I hope that this helps. Press on, press through, and keep doing what the Lord has called you to do. Never give up.